Hi you guys, sorry this video is going up a little late. I tried filming it earlier because I was out all night last night and I got home and I was going to try to film it, but it just wasn't working out. I was probably going to fall asleep during the filming, like it was bad. I almost was like drunk basically and I didn't want to put out a video like that, so I thought a better video versus no video. So, um, today I'm just going to talk about branding. I won't be going through the method of branding I used just because it was a very unconventional method and I don't want people going out and performing it the way that I did. Um, Although I'm very happy with the results. So very quickly, I'm just going to show you my brand. Just three little dots on my leg. And I've had that for about 2 or 3 months, maybe even longer. So I got my brand done 2 or 3 months ago, and it was easily one of the easiest modifications I've ever gone through. It was one of those modifications that I didn't have to touch. I didn't really clean it. I just kind of left it alone for about a month during the healing process. How I did the brand was in two separate stages. The first stage was I had my friends do it, and we did 3 burns per dot. And then in our second session, which I did about a month and a half later, then we did our second session, which we did 1 burn on both of the bottom dots because they weren't the color that I really wanted. So, with branding, it blistered up very quickly. You should be prepared for that. Which don't be concerned when it does happen. What a blister should look like is fluid should fill up the thin layer of skin over the trauma area. I personally did drain my blister very early, like as soon as it happened, which was within maybe an hour or 2 hours. My thought process was I wanted to do as much irritation to it as possible, much like scarification, which I'm happy with the result. I don't think it did anything bad. I just would not trust breaking the blisters on early on stages in big pieces, just because I would hate for somebody to take what I said to heart, get a huge brand, and then start picking at blisters and then causing it to fuck up. Mine turned out personally fine, in my opinion, but that's just what I did. So, I don't have much to say because it was kind of one of those things where I just broke the blisters within the first hour, 2 hours. Um, and then I kind of just left it alone. I'd back teen it once in a while. After the whole blistering stage and after the whole healing stage, it did form like a scab over it, which fell off pretty easily, the scab, and comparable to like an injury, like a cut or something. During the branding process, it does hurt. It feels like it's like a sting. Like it's like when it's just like a sting. There's no way to describe it. It's like a stinging sensation. It wouldn't be like a burning like you would really think when you eat like hot food or something like that. It's just totally different sensation. It does almost feel like it's electrocuting you, if that makes sense. When we were going through the third burn on my leg, when we did the upper dot, because it's a triangle. I have a dot there, and then a dot there. So it's like that. It's like an L, basically. And, so, I just lost my train of thought. Damn. See, this is what happens when you don't have editing. Oh, yes. So it's like, almost like an electrocution feeling. My leg was shaking when we did the third burn. You could almost feel the scar tissue separating or the burn tissue separating, and it was pretty horrific. I am not speaking from a perspective of having it done by an iron or a laser, so it might not give the same sensations as what I went through. And the healing process may be a little bit different. You are expected to blister within a few hours of having it done. Personally, mine didn't hurt after getting it done. It was kind of just like a intense pain that just went away immediately after the hot object was moved away from my leg. Um, and it never really hurt after that. Like, the only real thing I had to look out for is if I scratched my leg, like, careful not to, like, rip off scabs with my nails. Um, but other than that, I basically just let it heal by itself. In the second session, it was pretty painful. It didn't have that whole separating tissue feel to it. Although, like, it almost felt like burning through a scar. It was almost like getting pierced through scar tissue, basically, with the mixture of that stinging feeling from before. So, that is kind of my experience with branding. I'm sorry I'm not going to go into what I used. Some people are going to get mad about that. But I personally will want to give out information on methods that I would not myself use in any way. Because like that was pretty much a one-time thing, the brand itself. I'm happy with it, but I would probably not do it again, even though I did get it recently done, so I was in a good state of mind with knowledge and stuff before I did it. Although the idea was just something that I wouldn't want to put at risk again. I'm happy with how it came out, and I'm happy with how it is. So yeah, that's basically it. Love you guys. Bye.